What is going on, everybody? This is Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone, and this is your weekly gear news update. We got a bunch of stuff. Let's jump right into it right after you hit the subscribe button and the like button and the little bell next to it. I am stoked about today's gear news. You'll see why in a few minutes. Claudio Sanchez from Coheed and Cambria has teamed up with Wren and Cuff to come up with the new Anna pedal. So this is going to basically be a combination between kind of an 80s SD1 Boss distortion pedal and a big muff, kind of squished together to give a sound that Claudio is super into, and it's supposed to be pretty awesome. I have not heard this thing, but I'm a huge fan of Coheed and Cambria, so if it's a sound that he makes, I'm guessing it's going to be a good one. So that is the Wren and Cuff Anna. What if you need a fuzz for your computer? Wait, what? Well, guess what? Electro Harmonics has come out with the Big Muff hardware plug-in. So basically there's going to be a plug-in for your DAW, but there's a pedal that goes in front of it. So it's double input, double output if it's needed, with a bunch of buttons and switches on it to control gain and such. So here's the thing. When you're using, if you want a real fuzz pedal, then you use that with an audio interface. It doesn't always cooperate very well, obviously, because fuzzes are a little finicky about that stuff. If you use a totally digital fuzz, that's not quite the real fuzz, right? So basically, they came up with the idea of taking an analog circuit and making it work with the digital input to your DAW. So now you have a real fuzz for your computer to record with. Pretty cool. There's a bunch of stuff. I recommend that you look into it. If I can find links to it, I'll put them in the description, as well as anything else I can find links to, because there's a bunch of cool stuff today. Shop around, check that stuff out. It does help out the channel. But I will say with this thing, you're going to want to look into it a little bit, because there's a bunch of details that go with this thing to make it pretty cool. If I can find a link to it, I'll put it down below. Boss has come up with a update for their Katana foot controller, the GAFC. This is like the version 2. Now you're going to be able to like actually chain more than one together. And I think there's a way to put more expression pedals with this thing. And it's only compatible with a few of the amps. Let's see. The Artist MK2, the Katana Head MK2, the Katana 100 MK2, and the Katana 100 212 MK2. You can use it with some of the older amps, but some of that functionality is not going to be there. But if you've got any of those amps, this thing, you'll be able to chain a bunch together and have a ton of switching capability if you want to, use more effects and be able to control all those effects individually and stuff with these foot pedals. And the added expression pedal is a pretty cool thing too. I think up to 3 now, if I am not mistaken. Yes, it allows for a 3rd expression pedal. So to be able to control all of those Boss effects that then you can manipulate through the Katana. Blackstar, the St. James amp. I've got one right there. I really, really, really like this thing. It's been a invaluable tool for making videos for YouTube and just playing. It's just really good. It's a really good amp. I really enjoy having the thing. I'm glad I got it. The cool part is they had, the head with the stacked 212 cabinet was an option for this amp. Now they've got a 212 combo, so it's wider. It's a little heavier. I think this amp right here, the 112 combo, was like 26 pounds or something. And I think we're going to 37 pounds with two 12-inch Zephyr Ferrite magnet speakers. So you got 212, and of course the cabinet's a little bit bigger and heavier. So I think we're at 37 pounds. But still, for a 50-watt 6L6 or EL34 amp, depending on which one you choose, the light or the dark Tolex, this is still a super light thing, and it's all the same exact stuff, all the same cool technology that's in the St. James that I've got right there. Super fantastic amp. Definitely check it out. Probably seen Rick Beato talk about if you don't know who Rick Beato is, he's a YouTuber. Definitely, after you get done with this video, punch it in to the search bar up there, and you will definitely dig some Rick Beato videos if you like guitar stuff. He has a pretty cool take on music and modern music and explaining music, the structure of music, all that kind of stuff. Really, really cool. Obviously, he's a producer as well. He's done a lot of things, been involved in a lot of projects. Gibson approached him about doing a signature Les Paul special, and it's finally coming out. I think it's the first run is already sold out because this is a very cool guitar. So Les Paul specials are a double cut sort of deal with, and it's a flat body, double cut, volume, tone, three-way switch, two P90s, totally a fan of that. But the difference here with Rick Beato's guitar is it's a little bit thinner. It's actually, he says, it's kind of like the thickness of an SG. So then that ends up being 7 pounds. So you've got like light Telecaster weight in a Les Paul special made out of mahogany, thinner body, super comfortable to play. I bet this thing is awesome. It comes in this really cool blue that he spec'd because he has another Les Paul that's this color and he liked it, so he kind of packed it all together. So there you go, the Rick Beato signature double cut Gibson. I really like the idea of this guitar if you could get your hands on one. Jackson has brought back to the United States, Corona, California, their manufacturing. So they're making American-made Jackson guitars. And these things are going to be alder-bodied stuff, 24 frets, I'm pretty sure, 12 to 16-inch radius fretboards. They keep saying over and over in the press stuff that they're the fastest Jacksons ever. I don't know how they clock them. I don't know, do you like drop an old one and a new one off a building and see which one hits the ground first? I'm not really sure. But anyways, these are supposed to be the fastest Jacksons ever made. They've got Floyd Rose 1500 on them, and the SSH or HSS, depending however you want to say that, combination that's in them is Seymour Duncan stuff. So we've got the Seymour Duncan JB TB4 in the bridge humbucker, and a custom flat strat SSL6 reverse wound, reverse polarity bridge and middle end neck pickup in these things. Lumen lace side dots, American made stuff. How much do these things cost? Let's see, they cost, oh, it does not say how much they cost. I will leave a link to these if I can find them in the description so you can find out how much they cost. I'm not sure, actually. I can't tell. But they look really cool, and the colors are really cool. You can see them here. And they're made in the United States. Okay, I'm super jazzed about this. It was all I could do to not put one in my cart and get one on pre-order because I've got a bunch of other stuff on pre-order already. Actually, something else that we're going to talk about in a minute is already on pre-order. So anyway, the Fender Aerodyne Special Series. These are made in Japan, but they actually are available in the United States. Thank you, made in Japan, Fender. We've got a jazz bass, a P bass, a telly, and 2 strats. Look at the colors of this stuff. I really, really want that light blue strat right there. Binding on them, special pickups, 12-inch radius fretboard, real modern feeling. I love a 12-inch radius fretboard. It's my favorite. They have Babbitt's bridges on them, so which is an interesting thing. So some really high-end appointments on these things. I think they're somewhere around $12.99. Basswood bodies. These things are cool. They're gonna be good playing guitars. They're going to be very modern feeling, next level kind of stuff for really decent money. I still might order one. I am super jazzed about this. They used to make an Aerodyne bass that I always wanted that I actually never got my hands on either. And this is kind of in that same monochromatic, super modern looking. The shape is even a little different. Obviously, you can see there the strats are shaped a little bit different on the top of the body. Rear-mounted controls, Super, super cool, man. I really, 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 really like these guitars. And for the grand finale, I have been speculating on this for months, and I had heard about this and wasn't sure if and when it was going to happen. And I will tell you that I already do have one of these on pre-order, and I will have it in about 2 weeks, is what I have been told. The Fender Princeton Tonemaster. I've been waiting to buy a Tonemaster until the Princeton was available. This is going to be a cool amp. It's the same kind of stuff. It shaves 10 pounds off of a regular Princeton because of, digital instead of all the analog stuff. It's got basically everything all the other Tonemasters have, except the speaker in this thing is a 10-inch Jensen C10R. So it has a ceramic magnet instead of the neodymium magnets that are in the other amps. So this is a really cool, and it's a 10 because it's a Princeton. So this is going to be a fantastic amplifier. I am super, 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 super excited about this. It's got an XLR output, it's got all the cab sim stuff. I'm really excited about having this here, and it's going to be really fun to actually put it next to that other 6L6 amp, the Blackstar, and use it for different stuff. I'm really, really, really excited about this amp. This is something that, oh my goodness. I'll leave a link to this in the description. I don't know if you can still get them on the first run or not. I should see mine in about 2 weeks, like I said. I think it was $8.99, which is reasonable money. It makes a lot of sense in comparison to what the tube ones cost. This is going to be a killer amp. I am really excited about this. Stay tuned for super cool content coming out from Dylan Talks Tone in the next week or so. We have the Wampler Moxie pedal review. It's an overdrive pedal. I don't do pedal reviews very often, but I've been having fun with them lately. That amp makes it so fun. It makes it easy and fun to do these things, so I'm really excited about it. So that pedal review is coming. We're obviously going to have a Princeton review coming. And then also, we are going to Colorado next week to build the Batfish guitar. We're going to do a bunch of stuff with Texas Toast Guitars. We're going to do a pickup winding class. I'm going to shoot a bunch of on-scene stuff there with them. We're going to cut out some wood. We're going to make some pickups. We're going to paint some stuff, and we're going to build a guitar by Friday. I hope to document as much of it as possible and share as much of it with you so that you can know how much fun you're missing if you can't make it with me out there to Colorado. I know some of you are coming out to Colorado, so it's going to be awesome to see you there, either next week or in November or in March. We have some other things coming up over there too, so it's going to be pretty awesome. Thank you for hanging out for the news this week, and we will see you in the next video, which is actually going to be a live stream at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you then.